How's it going, everybody? My name is Hyden. Let's get this started. Whew. Just gotta turn the music down, and I should probably read the comments there. I think some buildings would be a good idea. I might do buildings. But kind of get a little bit out of the way since I haven't really modeled the terrain. So I haven't really thought about how I'd want the next buildings to look. I still need to do this area. But maybe I'll do buildings. Hello, Silver One. How you doing today? Hello, Developer Jack. Ocarina says check Discord. I guess I can look at it real quick before we really get started. That's great. Paste bin. Touch the empty game job. For those components. Okay, so Mr. K has handed me a script which is water. Hello Renz, how you doing? Hello Lovril. Hello Ben. My temperature is low. Well. But first, I gotta explain where we ended in our last video. So, let's just open only the game scene for rest play. So we finally got some nice running animations, and I also, last night, I'd like to see Hyden play Type Racer, Jesus. Well, I can type fast, but I don't type properly. I noticed that the guy's floating, which just means I have to lower him in the actual capsule collider. That's the main issue. He's probably just raised up a bit or something. Well, you can see I changed the camera now, right? It's no longer as close. That way, if I'm running this way, right, you can still see him running. I increased the speed of the camera move, but there's still enough so that when the character moves, the camera doesn't move right away. Like it sort of does, but I'll show you the side-by-side view to see what I mean. So it just gives that slight feeling that it's not... Oh jeez, what's going on here? Okay, let's maximize on play off. Let's go to the camera. Okay. So if we watch the camera here, you see how it takes a bit to stop? And takes just a slight teeny bit to move. The guy's already moving. That just gives it a nice nice feel to when you're moving, that you're like slightly moving away from the camera and there's movement. Will you be submitting this for Ludum Dare? Is there a Ludum Dare coming up? I won't be because it's taking too long to make, but I didn't know there's a Ludum Dare coming up. Ben Kuz says we should talk sometime. We come up with low poly models, landscapes, quality of life, and gameplay. And overall game design. Yeah, I'm down to have a conversation. Yeah, I need to fix the collider. And the next thing that I was stuck on was just having this guy look like he's running in every direction, but make it so he can walk in every direction, right? And build up to a run. Walking, a little bit faster walking, and running. Finally tweeted the first public video clip of my project earlier. Yeah, I'll load it up for you then. And then I'll explain how I got that, what I had to do to get that movement to work nicely. Let's go to Twitter. I didn't type in Twitter. That is Twitter. Twitter, it's what's happening. Not really. I'm not a big fan of Twitter. I'll check my people I'm following. Hey, you Silver One. This is great. It is like a lot like Spyro, eh? You got all the controls down like Spyro. That would be his glide, and he can also like punch downwards while he's gliding. Oh, yeah, and that loads the world. I like the that's a free what do they call it? Wow, skybox, right? Because I was trying to find that exact skybox. I remember seeing it before, but maybe it's slightly different. Because I do need like a cartoony skybox. Yeah, everybody should go follow him, because he's clearly working on a cool little project. Okay, so what I had to do to get this to work, first, I had to change how the player and the animations of the player were done. And by that I mean, where's my controllers? Human. Here, I just set it to a one-dimensional array with a thing called run speed, right? So that way it can go to a walk, goes at this speed, right? And then it can build into a run. That's all I had to do. Now, this is being modified by both the horizontal and forward directions. I don't actually need these here anymore. Those can be removed. I guess I could just delete them right now. Excuse me. Okay, then over in monodevelop, which it isn't monodevelop anymore. I don't even know what it is. Windows C Sharp, Visual C Sharp. I don't know. Something like that. Scripts, entity input. That's loaded up. This cough is gonna be the death of me, guys. We don't need the no shared verts thing. We don't need the fight controller or the animation checker or a wild enemy. Game manager, we need that. We need local empty stats. We don't need that open. Entity input. There's two of them. Why are there two of them? One's in scripts and one's here. I don't understand the difference. Okay, let's close the other one. I don't know why it's open. I'm confused. Let's close both of them and open up the right one. Close this. Close this. Okay. Entity input. Cool. So, basically what I needed to do was say my run modifier is the max of the absolute value of forward and the absolute value of horizontal. So what mathf.max does is it chooses the larger of two values. So the first value is this one, the second value is this one. Now horizontal and forward can be a value from -1 to 1, so I need to absolute them to make it so they're just always, if it's -1 it just flips to 1. If it's -0.5 it flips to 0.5, right? I'm dying. 15 days until Ludum Dare. Well, I actually had a dream that Ludum Dare was happening, and it was the theme was sound. Literally last night I had a dream about it, and I'm like, I don't know how to make a game with sound. Yeah, so we don't need any of these. I tried looking at Tan 2, which wasn't what I needed. Don't need those. That's all we need. Right? Easy enough. A lot of this can be deleted, like all this object rotation now. He never strafes. Yeah, I can close this. I can close this. Oh, wait, I needed that. Damn. I want to check out that water script. That's what I'm going to start off with. Just trying to get this water script in my scene. So let's just go to my temp testing room. That's where I'm going to test out all my stuff. It's called Grid. Right. Okay, let's create a script called Grid real quick. I don't know if I like it being called Grid. I'm gonna call it Water Ripple. I spell Ripple. Is it L-E or E-L? I don't know. I think it's L-E. And I called it Water Rip. You know what? I'm calling it Water Rip now. Save this. Water Rip. So we have wave speed, wave height, X and Y size. When it's awake, we generate. Okay. So the generate is we get the component of the mesh filter. Dot mesh equals new mesh. I've never heard this to equal. I've never done that before. So yeah, Mr. K gave me the script. I'm going to see how it works. Vertices equals a new vector 3, x size, y size, u2, uv, we need the tangents. Okay, so it's just making a beautiful triangular mesh, right? Because yeah, there's the triangles. Okay, so we got a triangular mesh. Then on update, we're going to loop through, I guess this is, yeah, the y size and the x size. And then vertices just by the sine, by wave speed, by wave speed, by wave speed, by wave speed. So this should create perfect waves, and I'm going to want it to be ripples. So let's, what was the next step here? Send 2 images. So you say attach an empty game object with those components. Also, don't ask me why it's called grid. Huh? You actually wrote that. That's funny. And the reason why the update method, which makes the waves so long, is because I wanted the waves to diagonal and not from left to right. Gotcha. Alright, so let's create a game object here. We're going to call this water ripples. And we're going to give it a mesh renderer. And it needs to be empty, I believe. What did his change to? Your mesh render looks different than mine for some reason. You have anchor override blend probes, which I don't even have blend probes on my. Well, they're down here. Oh, okay. Yours is yeah, mine's down here. Interesting. Alright, whatever. Let's give it a mesh filter. This should also be empty because we're going to be generating it with that script. And then we need the water rip. Alright, so wave speed, wave height, 10 and 5. Set this to be 0, 0, 0. I'm going to press play and then I don't really know where it is, so we're going to go scene view. Interesting. So, I probably was supposed to give it a material. I'm gonna want a material where, okay, for now I'm just gonna give it a normal material. But I'm gonna want a material where it changes its color based on the angle. I don't know how I would do such a thing, but first let's close this. Imports, materials. I'm gonna create a new one. For now, this will be water. We're gonna have to change this. I'm gonna have to learn how to edit, like code water, do scripting languages and stuff, because I have no idea how for now. Alright, now we'll just set it to the color of blue for the time being. It might actually work if I made it flat shading. Oh well. Let's put you to 0, 0, 0. What is that now? Alright, it'll be just behind the player. Okay, cool. Alright, so you can see how it creates a mesh and just goes up perfectly, right? I wonder if I could... because you can vertices I, which is this. New vector 3. X. If X %2 is a root of 2. Oh, you're going if even or okay, I get that. I'm gonna try something here to make it ripple. Guys, if you're trying to follow along to be like, oh, I don't understand what he's doing, I don't understand what I'm doing either, so don't worry. And yeah, I've never actually tried to do shader coding, but what I'm gonna do here is just vertices. No, you know what? I'm gonna do yeah, I'll do vertices.I still. I'm gonna copy this line. And what do you change here? You do mathf.sine. You do minus wave height or okay. Let's do this times it by sine times it by rand. Okay, and then we're going to create a float rand equals mathf dot rand. What? Where's rand? Rand? Random dot range. There we go. Between -1 and 1. Right? Is that how you do random ranges? Equals equals. Oops. What? Okay. Maybe I should put this in your little brackets. A little code check. No. I'm curious as to why it goes and then stops. So part of your script is causing that. If I look at this, it's just saying while it's less, while it's less. Another way that I could do this is just do water and blender and give it a blend shape, and then a code that just changes the blend shape at random. I think it's because this is random and your thing was constantly going on a sine loop up or down. So like mine's jittering because mine will go to like 0.2 and it made the sine loop irrelevant. So I think this might be my issue. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Let's see. Rand. It could also be the wave speed. I might have to slow it right down. Yeah, so I can actually go up or down. Let's also choose no wave speed of like 0.1. The system for water is a shader. Yeah, so this needs to be smooth movement. And that's its current problem. The way that this is coded, it's... like, I get why you did what you did. Right, I understand the point in this, but what you've done is... it's not smooth movement. Like, if you could possibly see it, there might be... You're moving it in such a small amount, but you're like moving it instantly. You're not actually like transitioning from one to the other, which is fine the way you've done it. It's totally fine, but not what I need. You know what I could try? What if I just took one random vert? No, that doesn't work. Sign. Real time since startup. And you choose a random point on the sine loop. Basically just make it all move at random. All the vertices up or down at random. I'm gonna look it up. Unity water vertex shader. No, that's not what I want. Low poly water help. Well. You can write a shader which has a vertex function, and you can do stuff like y.vertex at xyz equals float 3 vertex time. Oh god. Okay. Void vert in a... I have no idea what I'm looking at. What is this? Create a plane in Blender with the no shared vertices. I have that script. I split said plane into separate triangles. First problem, this makes the number of vertices animate explode. That's true. Oops. Just for watching a quick... Was it a long... Oh, this is my... What the hell? What's happening here? Okay, yeah, but it's just waving. I mean, I'm sure waving isn't bad. Now, oh, wait. I have an idea. Okay, so this is just moving like so, right? What if I did what he sort of just said? I'm going to test it on the ground here real quick. I know the plane's kind of big, but screw it. Why if I plane a 1? So, oh, that's that. Alright, now, window, no shared vertices. Process. Okay. Which one looks flatter than the other? Is this the clone? This is the clone. What the hell is this? That didn't work nicely for that, eh? It works when there's a bump. Okay, so this will work. I have an idea. Let's go to Blender real quick. Save this, sure. File, new, and it's on my wrong monitor, sorry. Gonna add a normal plane. There is water, but I want it to be low poly water. I'll show you an example, really. Monument Valley. It's a really good example. And this is a game made in Unity. Monument Valley game water. And they have really cool water like this. And that's the shader, basically. So let's just keep going with my idea here real quick. W subdivide. Number of cuts. Let's subdivide you again. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 2, 3, 34. Okay, so it's 34 by 34. Good. Let's save this as water. Water to blend. Alright. Excuse me. Imports. Water. I don't care if it's small for now, that's fine, we'll make it bigger. Okay. Actually, it should already just be able to be flat shaded. If I went in here and just did shade flat. Okay. Now my actual import model, calculate 0. Hit apply. Oh, I'm not supposed to import materials. Damn, too late. Yeah, it's default material. That's not what I want. I want to give it a material. Water. This might not work. We'll see. Water ripples. Wave speed, wave height. Public int. Okay, we'll set those right now. So it's 32 by 32, or 34, sorry. Hello Solar Sage, how you doing today? I don't need to generate though, that's all. So what do I call generate? Let's just go like this. This should make this move now, right? If I didn't forget anything. Object reference. What? Wait, vertices is a variable here. I'll just do this maybe. I don't need to change the name though. Maybe I could generate? I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm doing right now. Just kind of tweaking things. Nope. Okay, none of these matter though. How do I just... what am I thinking of right now? I need all of its mesh.vertices equals vertices, recalculate normals. Okay, I get that. So what I need to do is just, instead of generate, let's get the mesh. Do I need tangents? Do I need all this? Probably. Okay. Get component mesh filter.mesh, and we're going to make it equal mesh. It's weird how you write these, because I would write like mesh equals get component. It's different, that's all. And the vertices equals this plus the x and y count. It's fine. Okay, this should work now. I can't see why it wouldn't. For int I. Do I need to maybe triangulate this too? Let's just do it. Please work. Please work. Nope. Anybody see the error here? Because I'm not even sure I'm looking at. And it wasn't an error on these, it was an error on this one. So it won't make sense, but... And the error is object reference not set to an instance of an object. There's an object reference here. Okay, I got an idea. This is gonna happen. Oh, I didn't call generate, duh. Ah! It's only visible from the one side because it's rotated. Is it moving at all? I honestly can't tell if it's moving or not. Let's just increase the wave height, wave speed. Put this to 0, because that's what's going to happen anyways. We'll create an empty. Now -90. Press play. It's weird how it still does that, eh? Why is it still rotating it though? That's what I don't understand. Okay, we'll just go in here.
And now it's just like,
actually,
man, you gotta have that time where you just like disconnect from from the scene, just the race. Like, and it's a race that I've created in my head, you know? But you have to step away from it.
Why is it still rotating it this way? Okay, this is supposed to be 0. And then that's 0. Okay, there we go. Visible from only the top, so I did that right. Now, hello ruler, how you doing today? I don't want it to be so uniform, that's my problem. So, what I could do here is like choose 10 verts at random. Okay. For int I equals 0. I is less than 10. I plus plus. Why is that not a thing? Do I have to put like less than or equal to? Oh, I'm putting commas. It's supposed to be semicolons. How does this even work if this is a comma? What the frick? Wait, they are supposed to be commas. So how does this work then if it's a semicolon? Wait, you're setting two values and then you're incrementing the one value. Wow, bizarre. Huh? Hello, Pets. That's exactly what I'm making right now. Okay, so we get it. We get this. Now we're gonna choose. I want 10 random variables. How do I want to do that? If I choose 10 at random, and then I'm just gonna say if that equals, if one of these numbers is one of these, then do that to it. And that way only 10 will move. Yeah, so basically Mr. K gave me his script for water, which is what you've seen here. And I'm trying to now change it so that only certain parts of it move. Now another thing I can do, which I'm actually tempted to do, is process this. There we go. Put you in here. Turn this one off for a second. So now we have a water clone. And you'll see it's slightly different. Mesh vertices too small. Display vertex less than vertex the reference. Oh crap! How many vertices does this have? Yeah, we can't do that then. Not to be rude, but I don't think the leaves should look that textured. I'm actually thinking about changing the trees. Because they're not really low poly trees, so I might just do my own toon trees that and then code them so they move on their own. I'm not well. So the problem is the way this is coded is this isn't actually moving smoothly from one to another. It's being automatically placed there. So if I gave it noise, and then that value matches the one with the noise. Oh, wait. The noise would be permanent, and it would always ripple in those same heights, which would actually probably solve it. Interesting. A noise map. Is there a noise shader? Noise would do it. I'm gonna keep going with what I was on here because I think I'm close, but I don't have music playing, eh? Interesting. Alright, let's use the next one. Let's go to electronic. Play all. Sorry, Mr. K, I'm struggling a little bit. Okay, so let's just we'll make a float temp. Actually, it needs to be an array. Equals new float 10. Then temp I equals random dot range between 0 and 34. Okay, so that gets all 10 of them. Then if x equals, or how do you just check if it contains? unity in array. Is there an easy way to do that? I know you can do that in Java, PHP. I don't think so though, so I'll just do another quick for loop for int j equals, copy this one, change to j's, if x equals temp j. Right? Why is that not working for me? Can we explicitly convert value float to int? Int it is. Int. Okay, if it contains it, then we're just gonna do this. Oh wait, I didn't even check. It's supposed to be an if. If x equals temp j. This might not work. And somebody just pointed out that this should be less than, and that is because that's 10. This is correct. Yeah, I'm trying to make it ripple basically. Interesting how it's still doing all of them, but it has a bit of a, you see what I mean? Like it still is, it's rippling downward now. Okay, here let me try change the height to like 0.2 and the wave speed to be faster. I didn't really notice it there, right? You can slightly see it, ever so slightly, but it's still doing every other. You know why? It's because I don't need this anymore. It should just be, duh, I goofed. So this needs to be vertices I. Can you make it go downwards? Oh, it's the sine loop by the real time. That's how it's going downwards and upwards. Alright, let's see if this works. I can't really tell what's happening now. Okay, it shouldn't be grabbing all of them along the Y like this, so why is that happening? Wait. So it makes them all go down based on the sine height, and then it makes them all go up based on the sine height. But it's only doing it in the x-axis, right? You had it here. Like, so what you did was you made the y go up and the x go down, so they were just going opposite of each other, right? I want to just grab, out of 10 things, or out of all the different options, oh, because this is just 34. This is only one axis. Oh, shit. I need to be a vector 2, not an int. Vector 2 temp equals new vector 2, 10 of them. Then, for int I equals 0, I is less than 10, so we want 10 of them, I++. Temp range equals random range 0 to 34, random dot range 0 to 34, right? So I'm getting x and y. Can't implicitly convert type int to vector 2. That's not how you set that. What? If I went temp I equals 1, 1. Would that not work? Okay, equals new vector 2, 1, 1. Yeah, okay. New vector 2. Okay. Greg, how to create water like Monument Valley. Maybe I should just look that up. Unintentional errors occurred. Lol. Oh, because it's... I see why. No, I don't see why. Why can't I go to that link? I put www in front. Uh, 20 electric. If statements, yeah, that's very true. You can also put in the same line if you really wanted. I guess I could use, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go back to my intros, just like Mr. Neat was saying. Like that. Isn't that how you make a two-dimensional int array? No? How do you make a two-dimensional... Oh my god. This is the problem when you focus on different languages and you come back to this one. Unity, 2D int. I literally have to do this and this. And then put a comma here. Weird. But I don't want that. I don't want that. Because now... I just want it... No. It needs to be a vector 2. Because I want to be able to check on one thing here on the increase. Yeah, this is fine. Random range. Okay. So now we go down here. If temp j where's my letter? Oh my god. Excuse me. Equals a new vector 2 x, y. Another thing. Cannot oh, it's an equal sign. Right? Aha! It's not very smooth moving, eh? I think I know why that is too. It's another problem of ours. Yeah, this whole script we've done is actually terrible. Not what you've written, what I've changed to it. Because now, like, it is choosing them at random, but it's doing the same problem with the sign effect. Because it'll take the sign of the last object that was moved. So it's then jumping to past that height. So you'll notice it's like a step pattern where it's like the one object was here. And this one's here, right? So this one moved to here, then say it grabs this one, it's going to move it to there. So it's going to take this one and then to the next. Then it'll grab the next object that was down here and it'll move it up there. Okay, building the mesh so that every triangle has a unique set of vertices. No triangle shares vertices. And assigning the same normal to all 3 of the vertices of the triangle will give you a block of work. And you construct the mesh to have 6 vertices per quad. As mentioned, you can use assign calculations to delete the waves. Undulate? Sure. I don't know what that means. Floating objects don't interact with the mesh. The sense of the waves and spray can be done by a particle system. I got this script of a plain mesh doing some nice rolling waves, however it looks a bit too perfect. The waves are rolling one direction. I'd like to add some noise to it. You can do some purlin noise. Oh man, it's not in C#. Oh, it's right here. I converted to C sharp. Look at that. Let's try this one. We'll do a wave generator. Hello, Lexi. Oh, hello, Bonds. I didn't even notice you joined. Yeah, let's go back here. We're going to change this to be water rip, and then go check out the difference. Holy smokes. Wait, we gotta look at it this way. Is that what I want? I think that is. Mr. K, I think this is the solution to our problems. It's upside down though, but that's because of the actual... it should be like this. That'll make it upside up. There we go. Now, I want to try something. It's kind of a shame because they're all still like in a straight line. Sort of. Is there anything I can change this, make it just be more wavy? Okay, let's make these public. Public float speed. Public float noise strength. Public float. This might break stuff. I'm just gonna make them all public and see what happens. Public float, whoops. Luxy, why'd you have to stop making models? Let's change the speed to 2, and the noise strength to 2. What does this change? If I were to modify these on the fly now, yeah, that actually is affected. Okay. So I can set that to 3, and that makes the water very... And I think it's just moving the noise left or right. There we go. Look at those waves. It is still wavy though, which is kind of a shame. What I want to try is one simple thing here. If I process this, hit this one. I don't know why this one moved, but okay. Huh. So now we can change the scale just to 0.3. 3. But it's not really going up or down. It's just kind of... You know what I mean? It's not going up or down. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I like this at all. Isn't this supposed to look like Water Monument Valley? Like, how? You can use another sign function to change the speed over time. Alright, let's look at the script. Let's try to modify it. So, sign dot time times by speed times base height. Alright, it's plus base height, scale. Holy moly. Sold my PC. The watercolor right now is irrelevant to me. I'm gonna change it. This was just chosen at random. Like, it could be really anything. Can't really find anything that I like. See, those waves wouldn't crest this way. They'd be cresting the opposite way. I mean, that looks cool. Holy shit, that does. If there's any way to ever look at the water from the side, maybe? Oh, you know what I could do? What if I just made the scale like No, you can't. You can't see that. It doesn't do anything. Set it to 2. No, we're gonna set this to 1. Noise strength of 6. That could look cool if we actually put it up against something. Okay, so what are those values? 1, 1, 6, and 1. Watch this. 1, 1, 6, 1. If I were to move this to say fit nicely into something, I don't know if I'll be able to here. Let's just put it over here, and let's increase the scale to be like 5, 5, 5. Okay. Press play. Move the mesh equals get component to the start. Where is that? You're right. Void start. Don't need to constantly get the mesh. That's silliness. Actually, I'll do it on awake. Just make sure it fires before this. Oh, I need to get public, or well, up here. Mesh equals mesh filter. Right, I can go like that, and then just say mesh. Right? Is it just mesh equals mesh? Oh, I named it this. Oops. Am I going crazy? I am. Mesh, mesh. Fuck my life. Totally going crazy. Vertex.wide, up per the noise.base height noise strength. I wonder if I were to like duplicate this and just try vertex.x and then leave those the same. Yeah, I dirt hard there. Okay, I'm gonna press play. Pause it. Oh, this makes it bizarre. You can only look at it from one direction now. Let's go to scene view. You can only look at it from like this direction. Because if you looked at it from this direction, it would look like that. Weird. Like my idea is if you were to fit it nicely, like right about here, you could see that. And I'll make it so you can't run in it, because that looks pretty cool. Not gonna lie. But I wonder if that's... This is vertex.x. Equals sign. If I subtract, is that just gonna make with the opposite up and down now? Thing is, you can only look at the water from one direction. Huh. And then I would just put a collider so you can't go in it. Let's go run up to that real quick. Maximize this on play. Pause, pause. Could just color it magenta and call it magical. I could. Is that Ichomo? 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 I don't know. Whoops. Don't right click, that breaks things. Wait. What was that sound? Am I still streaming? Yeah, I am. Okay, good. Whew. I got scared. I got very, very scared. So what I think I'm doing in the streams is at the end of a stream, we'll vote on naming something. So like the starting town at the end of the stream. That's actually really freaking cool. Let's try noise strength of 1 real quick. Even with a noise strength of 1? What if I made the noise strength 2, but the scale of 0.5? That's even still really cool. Look at that. Okay, I want to see what the difference was. I know the waves are a little bit high, Samuel. It's more of like a over-the-top wave, right? Like it's almost like you know when you picture those little sock puppets. Not sock puppets. They're in a box. I guess it could be sock puppets, and the water's in the background. Marionette dolls. Marionette water. Is that what I'm looking for? Marionette scene. Like it is one of these scenes, but there's no water in this scene. You just picture being like over the top. Name it Dustberg. Before I agree on changing this water, I do want to see real quick how different it looked without this line on there. I don't know if I made it better with that or worse. Alright, we gotta lower that down. That's stupidity. What did we change these values to? It was like 2 and 0.5 or something. And now we gotta lower it because it's too high on the scene. Yeah, it definitely looks better the other way, I think. Maybe not. I'm gonna do a screen cap. That's all I'll do. Okay. So, first let's move these objects out of the way because they're bothering me. Okay, actually, you know what I'll do? I'll make this easier for myself. And that's the water clone that we're seeing this whole time? Oh yeah, that's right, it's supposed to be. Okay, good. Let's make a second one of these. Pull it over here. And we're gonna go to water rip. Where is that? Come on. Go to water ripple. I have way too many windows open. Gotta close these a bit. Duplicate this. Now we're gonna change this to water rip 1. Oh, I can't do it that way, eh? Fix compiling errors. Oh, right. Reload all. Water rip 1. And this one's gonna have this on. Okay? So we're just gonna test them side by side. Like we made into a river, and the town could be called River's Watch. That's not a bad name. Drag it on. We're going to have it the same values of 3.5, 0.5, 3. Alright, play. Okay, they're both too high. And you can tell there is a difference, right? One is more bumpy, one's more wavy. So let's pull them all down. Okay, that's better. Pull it down to like, I don't know, here and put it over a bit, I suppose. So it can either look like this one or like this one. I think I do like this left one better. This just looks too clean to me. We'll figure it out near the end of the stream what we're going to name the first town. Let's pull these up so they're a bit easier to see. And maybe change the strength to 2. Yeah, which water do we like better? The clean waves. I kind of like the clean waves now. But then I run over here and I'm like, Oh yeah, we also gotta see if we can see it from both sides. So from both sides, it is a clean wave. Oh, I see what I changed. I made them go more like this as opposed to a straight line. So this isn't the same, it's just the way that it's doing it is it's pushing it in. So you really only notice that from the one way. If I pause, and I actually went to, okay, don't mind this for a second. Scene view. This would still look different than this one. And the fact that it would be closer and farther. Hello, Mr. K. How long will I stream for? I have no idea. Long time, long time. At least 3.5 hours. That's always the minimum goal. So in about 2 hours, we'll try to figure out the name for the starting town. So let's make them all a little bit. It's the noise that's fine. It's the scale that needs to be reduced. 0.3. Wait, I want to set it to 1 for a second. I want to try something new. So is there any, like... It's because I think these vertices are going over top of each other. See, if I were to make... I will slow it down, but the reason why I do this is, say I want it like really wavy day. What does this noise walk do? I don't understand. Is it... Here, let me see. Is it moving it along? There's bumps now. But those bumps... Yeah, there's literally just sliding those bumps down. That's all it's doing. Okay. Noise walk is irrelevant. See, if it's like really wavy water, this one kind of looks better. Wait, I didn't change the other values, did I? 1, 3, 2. 1, 3, 2. 1. Right, you can see that this one's breaking. Alright, let's go to water 1. Why would that be breaking this line? As if that's sine. Is there another option? Let me see. Like, am I able to do, like, cos? Oh wait, this should be a subtraction as well. Maybe that's what I didn't do. Whoa! You see that? Look at how it's doing the waves. They're angled. But then they angle this way too. Look, it does our both for effect, right? Now it's angled here. Now it's angled. Now it's always angled here, though. I think. Let's see. Is it go smooth for a bit? Yeah. See, it goes perfectly smooth for that 1 second. Hello, Samuel. How you doing today? All right, Mr. K. See you in 2 hours. I'm gonna try. I wanna. Yeah. Let's keep tweaking this water. I'm gonna put in, instead of sine, I'm gonna set this one to cos. I know it should just flip the directions, right? Oops. Okay, another thing. It's probably too small. 10, 10, 10. Like this. The idea is I want it so you can't swim in this game. I want the waters to be too treacherous, and I think this is a really good way to do treachery. Take care, Real Lat. Thank you for joining. Best since beginning. Thank you, Samuel. There should be a way to change the color of the water based on the vertex height, so you can get white caps. Greg. Oh no. Oh shit. Shit. It's like, I like it because the water's like snaking through. If you looked at it from the top, right? It's going like, woo, as opposed to this, which is just, I guess it kind of is. Not so much though. All right, now let's do. It was scale of 1. I want to see it super high for now. Speed of like, let's just do like 5. Woo! It's going with the song. How does one come across this script? I searched up how to make water, like in Monument Valley, they had a solution. And I put it in here, and I've been tweaking the solution. Now, obviously, these values are too crazy. Let's change these down a bit. Scale of like 0.2, speed of 1, noise of 3. Actually, the noise is the best part. I could probably change this to like 10. I think that's... No, noise is going to go crazy, isn't it? Yeah. Noise of 10, probably a little bit too much. Lower this down. You notice... the scale is what's... Oh. Yeah, we literally... Okay, so what we've done is made the mesh curve onto itself. Which is why we're getting those dark shadows. Which is a bad thing. Alright, so like... we made it small enough, like right there, it is clipping onto itself ever so slightly. But it gives us a cool shadow effect that I like. And yeah, we gotta find that, what was that good value? So speed of 0.5. Right, it won't really clip onto itself, there's not enough time for it to do that. If it'll clip, it'd be like, right about now. Does it? No. 0.5, 1, 2, 1. This is what we've changed. Interesting how this water's going this way and this water's going this way. Or is it? Oh, it's such a mindfuck. If you stare at it long enough, it'll go both ways. Alright, so let's remember these values. We're going to do the second one. I think that's our best bet. Pull this up now to where it doesn't clip through. Oh, but we'd have to also pull it back, so we would just need to pull it down more, like that. It's still going through just ever so slightly. Still, holy shit, this water can get high, eh? But then if it's like that, that's okay, because that'll be terrain. Right, that makes sense. And then we get to the edge, it'll say the water is much too treacherous to swim in. And I guess I'll make it so you can have people that can swim. But they would need to be like the really, really big creatures. So you can't swim on like a level 1 Squirtle if you were to compare it to Pokemon, right? I don't know if I can jump back there now. Ah, fuck. Goodbye, sweet world. Alright, so we like Water Rip 1. I'm going to change its name. Here's that all. First, let's change it here. Water Ripples. Then we'll go here. And it's gone. Of course it is. Water Ripples. Is that for the ocean? It's going to be for the ocean, and then for the lakes it would just be a lot calmer. Or not lakes, what am I saying? For the rivers. Yeah, for the rivers. I don't remember the values. Oh, goddamn. Why did I do this myself? 1, 2... Was it 0.5? Were those the values there? I think that's right. 0.5, 1, 2, 1. I really like that. Because like, it's not realistic, but the game isn't meant to be realistic, right? Now let's change the color of it. We'll choose something from our palette, I suppose. Paint. Not paint. Paint. Pal. Alright, we need to use one of these blues. So, probably this one. That'll be my first guess. What is this green and brown thing surrounding the city? That's my temporary boundary limits. I need to figure out a way to hide it better. I think I'm just going to model like a bush. Because right now that looks silly. But it's basically, off in the distance, if there are trees in the way, you just assume that it's leaves and stems. But I know it doesn't look like that. Okay. Whoa! That might be a little too dark, perhaps? I can't, the problem is I need to figure out a solution for the whole game, not just the one place. So I figure if it's a starting town, it wouldn't even be that big. It wouldn't have stone wall. That's the thing, I'm gonna make a bush kind of forest effect. Boom. That didn't copy. Wait, why didn't that copy? Copy. Paste. It's not changing, is it? Okay. Let's, okay, we're gonna press play. I have an idea to make this quicker. It's too vibrant, I think. It kind of looks like it's, like, irradiated or something. Textures. Let's just open this over to the left side. Okay, now that I have that on the left side, let's go to scene view. Click this. Click the color dropper. Does it not let me? Oh, that's gonna be freaking impossible to click one of these. Jeez, arse. Right, I never actually put a link up. It's on my Twitter, because you'll hear us at it. If I go to my profile, I guess it'll be on the wall. No, I gotta get my notifications. Oh man, getting so many notifications lately. Alright, here is the link. Okay, this is taking me too long. Go over here. Choose a darker color. For now, let's try darker colors. I don't know. We're gonna need a couple, right? The oceans are gonna be darker. Let's choose this one. It still didn't change, eh? Okay, clearly I'm failing at copying values. It's kind of getting ridiculous. Nope. Let's choose one that's almost non-existent in color. Nope. That's back to this. "3D safe." Come on, 3D safe. Hey. Hello, Zippy Zach. Make him water. We don't want to make it metallic. That looks awful. Oh, that looks pretty nice actually. Instead of this, make it like this. Just gonna play around with this here. It's like glowing, eh? Fudge. Is that because of the smoothness that it's glowing? No. Albedo alpha changes it quite a bit. I like that. Now we see a better color. What if I just like added to it here? Right? Hello, Trontum. I'm glad I'm your role model. I don't know if I should be, though, because I don't really make any money. But I am glad. Once I release a game, I'm sure it'll be good. This water's way too vibrant still. Okay, yeah, let's give it no global illumination, because then you really see all the... You still see it there too, there's no real difference, but okay, we'll go with none. Oh, this changes stuff though. And I like... I think I like it with the reflections. No, without it. But who is the role model to the role model? Good question. I heard a good quote. I'll tell you it after I cough. Okay, the quote goes as follows. My role model is me 10 years from now. And then 10 years from now, my role model is me for 10 years from now. Right? And I can't really describe what that means, but to me it made sense when I heard it. But basically, your role model is always the person you want to be. And once you reach that, you'll never actually reach it because you've made it every 10 years, right? So it's a goal you never reach, but you always strive towards. Now, if this is roaming the way I think it is, I could tile these, right? Are these tiled nicely? No. God damn. Why you make it harder for me? Are these like just not flat planes? Like what is going on here? It looks like it's a flat plane, but I feel like it's not. See, these should be connecting perfectly, right? But I don't think I made a flat plane. How did I fudge this up? But this won't change it here either because that's this one that's changing. I can't remove this now, can I? Remove component. What are these values? 0.5, 1, 2, 1. 0.5, 1, 2. This is the object that hasn't been absolutely demolished. Which I don't even see it. Is there a reason why I don't see it? Interesting. Imports. There's literally no water here. What happened to my object? Oh, I see what I did. Oh. Okay. Set it here, 0, 10, 10, 10, It's obviously a lot bigger. Oh well. I guess I'll just do 5s. 5, 5, 5. Let's read the chat here again. So, Ohira, I actually wasn't sure how. I have no idea. I wanted to do it. I was hoping to ask you. You reminded me, so it's good. So you're going to have to tell me if that's possible. The crystals are used to make the things for catching creatures. That's a good idea. But then again, that's Star Wars. That's what Star Wars does. I think I know why these aren't lining up. There's Z's. No, the Z's are the same. Okay, let's put this to 200 and negative 17. Let's put this to 200 and 17. Those should be lined up now. But they're not. Which is really odd to me. Okay, and let's go 100. Let's set this one to 0. Okay. I snapped it to it, and that's, yeah, they are the perfect values, but it's not connected. Is it because of this noise walk? We have a problem, guys. It's a little bit ahead of itself. I think it's because it's supposed to be a 32 by 32 grid, and I have a 34 by 34. I think that might be what's causing it. So I'm gonna actually go in and delete 2 and 2. Origin to geometry, Alt-G, save, go back in here. Okay, let's delete both of these. 0.5, 1, 2, 0. We have this, which is the object. We're going to process it into a no shared vertice thing. Turn this off. Oh, see, that did move it, eh? That's weird. Or no, it does it on purpose, I think. That's fine. Loving the daily streams. Oh, you know, I'm enjoying actually streaming daily. Just rare for me. What I'm trying to do is figure out a way to get the chat to be more active, which today's actually been really good. Just stuff it in a folder called editor, then you can select it from a little drop down in the right corner. See, I wasn't able to select it. That's why I was kind of confused. I was able to make a GMD color preset, but I didn't have any colors to it. So I'll try that in a second. I just gotta get this to make sure the water works, because I'm gonna be cheesed if it doesn't. 0.5, 1, 2, 0, something like that, right? Let's duplicate it. Put them together. Let's move both of them down. Over and up, like that, and they're not flush. Interesting. Okay, let's turn both these off. Let's use this one. See if maybe it's the weird effect I'm doing to it. I can tint it red for you in a second, yep. Water ripples, 0.5, 1, 2, 0. Let's lower it. Let's also give it the water material because it's kind of hard to look at. Yeah, those don't line up. I wonder if it's because of what I changed. Let's go in here and just turn this off for a second. No, it's just the script itself. Okay, let's see what I would need to set the offset to be to make these match. This is setting both of them. Oops. Let's just click one of them. This one. I don't understand which direction this is making it move. Is it because of subsurfacing mesh smoothing? No, no. This won't be an issue because I can just make the water one mesh. Right? Just keep it one continuous mesh. So I could say if I want this to be a river, it would be really long, but I would actually have all the verts in the way, so it wouldn't be like that. So it's not a big issue. Just a silly issue, right? So I would just make it one mesh so I just wouldn't tile the water. Uh, 20 electric, you could be right. I don't really know what to change here. That's my problem. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave it how we had it, and it's totally fine. I just won't tile the water, right? I'll just have the one water mesh. I wonder if it has to be a square. But wait, let me look at how this is coded. Let's just see. X, Y. Yeah, I think it has to be a square. I might crash my game if I change this, but let's just say do something like this. See what happens. Save. I'm gonna save before I press play. Nope, look at that. It doesn't have to be square. That's nicely done. Hello Venka, how you doing today? Ocarina Wires has made his hands bigger. Let's see. Oh, right on. I can't see the actual image, but I just read what you wrote in Discord. Malachi, if you want to send me a file, I guess I did have a drive folder. Hyden game stuff. If you want to send stuff, just send it to this link. Okay, so now that I know that I can have water in my scene, do I want my starting town to have water in it? Probably not. It's fine. I can start without it. But we do need that river. We need to work on the scene. Which means I gotta move this out of the way. Gotta fix the ground here. Okay. Let's actually just delete this though. Go back here. That's how we want it. Oh yeah, I want to compare the difference between water and water clone. Right? Just to see if there's any real difference in shading. Oh, there's a huge difference in shading. Water clone's so much better. Okay, good to know. Prefabs. Create folder just for water. It's kind of silliness, but Zero, zero, zero. Ray Hex. Yeah, you can feel free, but like I'm saying, I can't promise that any of it will actually be used, right? So like, don't get discouraged. I might also model, like, change it, and like, if I use it, it's under the obvious connotation of like I can't like reimburse you if it gets in the game. Like maybe I can down the road, but it'd just be to help me out if you're to make it. I find that a lot of people get mad because I typically I won't use like 99% of the things I get, and then people get mad because they're like, "But I made this," and I know it's sad, but like I also would prefer to model a lot of it. So if there's something that's just absolutely amazing, then 100% I'll use it. Okay, so we got our first water tile. That's good. I guess I can keep it in the scene. It doesn't really matter to me. Just get out of the way. Hello, Phantom Unboxing. How you doing today? It has been a while. Oh, another thing too with this water is you can only really look at it from one direction, really. I guess it's not a big deal. But like, that does not look as nice as it would from this direction. Okay. Move our player back into a more useful place for testing. Over here. Alright, now let's also go to... Where's house? House. Alright, so it's time to actually edit this bad boy here. Okay, so basically I'm going to want it in a way that you come over here and you run downwards. Should update your light time video. I'm not making light time anymore, and Samuel, I don't want the water to be see-through. At least one of each, solid, liquid, and gas. For small ponds, a small quad with fake texture emulated polygons and neural networks. I don't know, I don't think it's really necessary to have all three, maybe. I haven't really put too much thought into that. Anyways, I'm going to work now on modifying this. So I'm going to... I want this to go downward, I think. The question is, do I need this bottom ring of verts? The answer is, I don't think I do. So I want to actually X these verts out for a second. Save this. Oh, I guess I could. I don't know if... Can you see comments on a stream after you're like watching the stream, not live? Because if not, then people probably have no idea what I'm saying. So I might have to actually start specifically saying like what the comment was first. Yeah, okay, so this doesn't go through the ground. Oh, it does. Oh, it definitely is. As opposed to like this. Go back here. As opposed to this. It's still going through the ground though. Oh no, it's not. It's kind of zoomed away. Wait. Maybe I didn't need this then. Is there a redo button in Blender? I don't think so. Yuck was saying put a chat overlay. I don't really want to do that because it kind of takes away from the stream, the visuals of it. I like that there's nothing like distracting people on the screen. Let's see. How would this work? No, it's straight up will go through the ground. Okay, so I do need that bottom piece Good to know. Alright. Now the one thing I've been avoiding for a while is actually working on extending the C note, so I need to just tackle that and then start making some real progress. Control Shift Z, eh? So if I did Control Shift Z, no. That didn't do anything. No. Not in Blender. Okay. So I want this to kind of loop. Let's go to box select real quick. Back this way a bit, right? And then force the player down a path that goes downwards. And just a little bit of a run. Have you tried Sculptus? What's Sculptus? If you haven't tried it, maybe lose all the data. Oh, okay, maybe that's why it didn't redo. There we go. Never heard of Sculptus before. So I think the easiest way to make this terrain is to flatten it the part I want it to walk on, and then size it down. But not perfectly flat, so it still is a little bit bumpy. But I think that works the best. Then you'll notice I'm going to have some issues here. That's why I try to keep away from it for the time being. So I'm going to extrude it down ever so slightly. And I'm going to color it to be this dirt color. Right, so that extends my path a little bit, but then I need to make these line up. So that's going to involve Alt M at center, and then changing the color of these. Probably. Just that. And if that worked out like I think it should, then it's not that bad when it comes to actually Alt M add fast. Extending the meshes. Right, that looks kind of nice. I would pull all this stuff up though, just to really... I noticed this area is actually my favorite, and it's just because it's so jaggedy and bumpy. Oh, sorry Samuel. Start display. Thank you for pointing that out. So like, I'm really enjoying just pulling these up. B tool, put on maybe proportional editing. I can even size this here, change it to random, really size it up. Oh wait, before I do that, I need to hide this lower rig. Hide. Now I can do it. Right, so that just really sends home that whole idea of the randomness. Might be too much, so that's okay. I'll play it this way. Is this overlapping this? It is. Okay, turn proportional editing off for a second just to pull this back. Yeah, so they removed the feature, but the way to get it is just download one of the old versions of Blender and then copy that plugin into the most recent version. So it's not in any of the recent versions. Okay. So this is going to be something like this, right? Oops. And the idea here will be, this needs to be a separate scene. This will be a separate scene. So I'm going to separate them now. I think this is the best time. Actually, I don't have to worry too much over here. It can literally just be like this. You know how I'll do it? I'll do the bend being a separate scene. Because you can see through here slightly. So I'll just keep those. Oh, jeez, no wonder. There we go. I just flipped the scene. Whoops. Okay. So let's do the C tool. There we go. Yeah, I need that. So that way you can't, everything you can see is already loaded. This is going to be a separate scene, so P by selection. I might have messed up over here. How did I not select that? If I so clearly, oh shit, are there doubles here? Oh no, it's because this was hidden, I guess. Not really sure why that worked. But anyways, delete all these. Now this is a separate tile. I took one too many pieces, that's okay. I'll survive. I guess I could just X these verts, and there should be a floating vert somewhere in the middle. Anybody see it? Oh, it's right there. So now what I need to do is just actually, I don't know if I can get away with doing this. I think I'm going to leave it flat. I'm going to try something. We'll see if this works. Okay. If I had this flat, you can see through the ground, right? But if I just put in a 3D cube, there we go. Yeah, this would just, okay. So afterwards I'll just put in a 3D cube because you can see it is blocking out shadows. Not all of it because it's not big enough, but good to know. Alright. Change the sun back to normal. Scenes. Game scene with whip with route 01. Okay. So this section can now be deleted. Everything over here can be put into route 01. Continue. Right. All these objects. So we're gonna need a create an empty. Call it holder props. Duplicate it. Holder trees. Yeah, feel free. I'll check it out at some point. So I know I need to take I don't know if I need that one though. What I'm going to do is just turn holder props off so I know which ones I've done. I don't know why that changes the leaves, but okay. I sent the color palette on the Imgur, like the Imgur's color palette. I can send it to you guys again. I'll put it in the Google Drive thing actually, so you can just save that Google Drive page. So, upload a file. How do I do that from here? Unity, RPG 3D, assets, inputs, textures, palette. Okay, right. I totally gapped. Oh, Hira, are you still here? Whoops. Okay, I need to keep grabbing these. Why is that like that? There we go. I didn't break any other ones. I don't think so. Okay, good. Continue. Did I get all of them? Looks like it. Let's wait. Yep. Okay, so, oh here, how do I do this GMD thing? You're just saying put the image here. See, I made this, that wasn't what I wanted. Textures. If I took this, I'm just going to copy it for now. Duplicate. Because I don't feel like moving it. Only because all my blend files then won't have it. They won't know where that image went. Put it in editor. So it's now here. I'll give it 2 L's, excuse me. Now what do? Now, while I wait for the response, it's going to be 15 seconds. I'm going to move all these trees into the tree holder. If I can click them. It's this tree, this tree, this tree, this tree. This tree. This. My goose eggs. Holy balls. There we go. Fudge. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna actually cry. There we go. There we go. Okay, fuck my life. I'm doing one at a time. This is getting ridiculous. Why do tree tools have... Oh, it's a separate collider. That's why. There we go. So we'll save this. Now, if I close... Actually, wait. I turn these on. Okay. Now, we need our loader and unloader. Scene load trigger. It can't be here anymore, right? It needs to be... It needs to be bigger for sure. It's one of these things like once you enter this area, load it. It's the dot colors file that needs to be in the editors folder. Then the colors picker under the hex text box, there's a little hamburger menu with an arrow. Click that. I don't actually have, like, I created this on my own, right? So now I can hit edit and it has nothing. Then I see the hamburger menu. Oops. Turn down music. Thank you. I will. I didn't know it was too loud. I apologize. It's always my biggest fear because I can never get the music the right volume ever. So if I can keep creating a new folder here, I can call it again like I did. This one called POW Colors. Right? I just did this, but it's still blank. Color preset library. I can open it. What does open do? Nothing. And I can't drag this in or anything. So I have no idea. Oh, is this where all these meshes are going? Interesting. Okay, well these two can be deleted. I don't know which water clone I'm using, so I'll save all 3 for now. But it's good to know that they're going in the editor. Okay, so I'm going to save all my scenes, and I'm going to test this out. So let's close scene, unload scene. You can see the scenes here. Let's remove the scene. It's interesting how this scene... I don't know what's going on here. Why is it so dark? I don't know. Unload scene. Oops. Remove scene. That's what I meant to do. Route 01. Whip. It's also Route 01. I forgot to give this the walls though. Download the colors file. Oh, see, I didn't do that. Okay, let me get on Twitter real quick. Where are my notifications? Oh, that's the generator. Preset library. That's how to do it. So whip. That's the palette. Ah, I never clicked this. I see. Oh god. Don't give me ads. Get out of here. Show in folder. Control X. Assets. Imports. Oh no, I want it in editor. Like so. Game scene. Editor. Beautiful, and I can just load that in easily. So if I just clicked on something that has a color, let's say, boom, beautiful. All right, let's build and run this. I want to see what this looks like. Now it doesn't have my boundaries because I haven't modeled the boundaries, so I'm gonna have to do that today. We need to figure out a boundary, guys. What would be the best for this small town? What kind of things in video games, not like just like the answer just being a tree or something, but like what kind of things in video game do developers do typically to mask the fact you can't keep going somewhere? Please be colored, please be colored, please be colored. Okay, good. Oh, her run looks a little bit broken for some reason. No, it's not. She's just still floating. That's what it is. Okay. Oh, those trees popped in. I saw them. That's great. Do the thing that followed did. Oh, I didn't give it a collider. Okay, but it worked. That's what we needed. Close window. Scenes, 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 scenes. Alright, so this is the second route, and this needs a mesh collider. Well, it teleports you back, so it makes you look like you're always walking forward. I've never heard of that. There's usually water that you can move back to later to cross. This makes the starting town feel more wide open than it actually is. Walls tend to make the world feel closed off early on. How often these run into water? Yeah. So I was thinking of doing water, and now that we do have water, we probably could. So I guess we can test that out back in our whip scene. There we go. So we would do it over here more. A 1 foot bush that you can easily jump over, but need to learn cut for some reason. Well, yeah, exactly. Could be one of those. Alright, now that we have water, I guess we could cut this out. But the thing is, like in this, then we would need to be able to see the rest of that world. So that would be a separate scene that gets loaded, but for the time being, it would just be a random abyss. That's my only viable option, I think. Alright, so I'm picturing we're going to move this little secrety area up, like so. Right, and then we make this be water, all of this area here. Right? So it would be all this would be gone. You think that's enough? Yeah, that's cool. You can unclick it by clicking the middle mouse click. Did not know. I thought you had to shift click. Middle mouse. Or shift click. Or shift click. Or I meant shift and middle mouse, but that does nothing. So make the trees like the fancy tree video made a while back, says Malachi. Yeah, I think I am going to change the trees. This is going to be an RPG similar to Pokemon. Fences, buildings, cliff sides. I do need your guys' opinion on this. The trees that I have right now, do they fit the game, or should I go back to the fancy trees that I've made before. So if I delete the, oops, whoa, 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 don't do that. Okay, delete all this. I feel like it should come up and just be relatively flat to the world. X out the faces. There we go. I guess this part isn't even needed then, because it's just going to be water that stops you from getting there right now, right? So this could all be water here. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Let's do that real quick. Let's have it like this. Hello, Jack. How are you doing today? A giant that keeps an epic door with a gate that surrounds the town. It sounds a lot like, shit, what was that called? What show was that I was watching? I can't even remember what show that was that had that. Damn. This might not actually work for the water. We'll test it. We'll see. I'm probably going to need it to be a little bit wider, so I'm just going to do that now, because I'm thinking that'll be the case. X out the faces. But I guess this doesn't need to be... I guess you can run out a bit, sure. For no reason. Jack, I don't really use any modifiers. I just create a bunch of... I make a plane, then I decimate and triangulate it after I've moved it around at random. The train will be higher than the water, that's for sure. Now I realized I shouldn't have deleted all this. That was my mistake. I kind of needed all of that to be the water. Wow, okay. Better idea. So, let's control Z a bunch of times. Hopefully we can get back to that point. Okay, good. What did you do since lifetime? So I stopped working in game development entirely. That was just a thing. I just wanted a breather from it because, you know, it failed. So I was like, I'm going to take some time. I focused on web development, stuff like that. Now I'm back to game development, full swing. In this game, I'm just going to keep going at it. And even if, I'm not even going to do a Kickstarter, I don't think. I might down the road. Who knows? Alright, so I don't want to extrude it. Well, I guess I do, because I need it to be like this. Shit. Okay. No. Let's go back to selecting what we had there. We will extrude it down to about here. Maybe even lower. Just to be safe. Then the wire can go at any height. That's actually a good idea. But we need to get rid of these verts real quick. There's two of them, it looks like it. I really don't know why there's two of them. Are there two on all these spots? No. I guess it's because, like, I don't know. I have no idea. I am going to press the play ad button. I haven't done it yet, and it has been 2 hours. I should have played 4 of them by now. X these vertices. Okay, yeah, there's just doubles. It's kind of scary when that happens. X these vertices. There's other types of Kickstarter type websites, I suppose. Okay, now that's lower, I can easily select this section. I'm going to flatten it out. I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm going to separate it by selection. Right? Now we have this water piece. I don't think it really matters where my origin is. But I do think I'm going to need... Oh, I don't know if this will work with this shape. This will be interesting. Let's test it. it's gonna have to go there for now. This might not work. Ruler, you want to know what? Sorry, I didn't see your one question. You can animate meshes with a wind zone. That would be useful for different trees. Yakwa, you can do that with normal trees? Really? That's a thing? I'll have to try that. I didn't know that that was a thing. Yeah, so we have a lot of trees and stuff we need to delete for this, so let's just get rid of them now. And some rocks, and some logs. A whole bunch of stuff, eh? I don't want to delete the prefab though, so there we go. There we go. Oh, Evo, can you? You can. I don't think so. They're pretty cool if you could. I don't know if that's a possibility. Are you rendering? No, I'm not rendering stuff. I could delete these, or I could just move them in. I'll move them in. How dare that not move with it? Okay, what else do I need to delete? There's more, eh? Okay. I don't want to hit reset because it'll get rid of those, so I'm just going to actually have to add that. It's in house. It would go to game engine, unfortunately. This is the piece that I want. I'm going to put it in this house. I'm going to delete this. I don't know if this will work. Why is there a small character in the middle of nowhere? I just haven't deleted him. He was from a long time ago. Let's change the material on this to water. Okay, for now I'm just going to leave it flat. I just want to see what it looks like just running up to it. I know it's a weird thing to want to see, but... remove these scenes. Press play. Oh yeah, that looks so much better, eh? Look at that. Even just with the flat water that isn't moving. Now let's get our water in here and see what happens because it's triangulated. Triangulated water might not work for the way we've done this. So, scenes. Whip. I need to first process this. Okay. Excuse me. Put this in here, delete this one. Now let's give it water. Ripples. What was my default for water? I need to just change that in the code, I think. 0.5. Change it here. 0.5. 1, 2, 0. Can I see the animation quickly? Which animation would you like to see? So this is now water. I don't know if it'll ripple nicely because it's a weird thing. And I'm also going to lower it even more just to be safe. Okay. Scenes. It seems like the best way to go about it is with a custom shader. Might be a good excuse to learn how to write shaders. I mean, I might have to learn writing shaders at some point. This is the idle animation right now. Doesn't really do much. She definitely is floating. I gotta fix her box. But just not really doing much in her idle. And it looks like that water doesn't work. Oh, it does. Wait, what's the reset? Oh, okay. What do I set water to? I do 0.5120. 0.5120. I mean, it's really calm water. Very calm. I don't even notice it, that's how calm it is. Oh, and then, oh! It's because it's rippling the wrong way. Shit. Because this is actually like this. Interesting. Okay, let's try something then. I'm gonna rotate it this way. Save. Go back into Unity. How do I send files to you? Malachi, I said you can send them through the Google Drive link. I will get it open for you in a second. Google Drive. Take care, Ruler. Thank you for joining. Try rotating the water mesh on import. Oh wait, no, I just rotated in my actual scene. What scene do I need to open now? Whip, good. This water needs to be deleted because this is the clone. If you look, that goes to editor. Which one is it? It didn't even, oh there, it's right there. Okay. So, imports, home, and we're gonna take this. No, that's not the one I want. I should have named it whatever. Let's drag this all in again. No harm, no foul. Put you into this one. Okay, continue. Delete this one. Now I'm gonna rotate this to 0. And I believe, yeah, so I've made it upside down. So basically, it needs to face like that. I'll remember that for the future. It also doesn't need to be here. It can be like over there. It doesn't matter. But I want to, if this doesn't work, it's fine. I can just use squares. Update, update, update. There it is. I'm not even going to bother making the duplicate for now. I'm just going to put water ripples on it. And I'll at least set it to blue to see what it looks like. Okay, wait, 0, 0, 0 should be close. No, never mind. Is it also not the right size? What's going on here? Okay, scenes. Oops. I can't apply rotation because of the script that's on it. That doesn't seem to want to work well, eh? Like I could get to work if I increase the scale. Oh my god, now I get how to make the water not look so ripply. I gotta explain that. Okay, so this will work. Now you're probably looking at it like, why do you want it to look like that? I don't. You're gonna see a difference real quick. Let's go to whip. And let's then hit process. Call this water starting town. No, I found a water ripple script and then I modified it a bit. I don't know if I actually need to modify it now that I'm playing around with this, but I will keep it how it is. Actually, like 5, scale strength of like 2. Now, if I press play, I can just see it in the scene real quick. Right? And then we can actually increase the height to 66 probably. That looks like it might be just a little bit. Oh no, it's still pretty low. Alright, so 67. I don't actually have the link anymore. I just searched how to make water look like Monument Valley, Unity, and that kind of just worked. So this is the water for the starting town. Now we need to actually remove this water, so delete. We only need it once. Then let's open up game scene, and you'll notice now that since I made it all flat shading, shit. Wait for that bottom right. Okay, good. Oh my god, this game is trolling me. Okay, finish. Give it a second. Play. There we go. Now the flat shaded water should look like this. What a beaut. What a beaut. I mean, you can see parts where it's not doing what it should because it's missing verts. But I mean, I can't complain. I'm pretty... Oh, it's not even lined up. Well, I can complain about that. That's a fail. I gotta make it actually fit. Okay, so we know it works now, which is good. I'm gonna switch my playlist out. We're gonna try some trap music. Let's go. I need to change the skybox because I don't want to make it so you have to actually... Like, I will be loading more out there later on. You just can't reach it right now. This is no longer a secret area because you can obviously see it. So I don't really care for all this space. .8, too much water? I think, like, I like the ripple effect. But here's the thing. I also really fell in love with the water that I had. So if I go to whip, there's 2 types of water I can use. This or this. So let me just put this in there. Okay, this is water number 2. We'll set it to nice. Now it's too big. 2, 2, 2. Lower it down. And just place it. Then I don't have to worry about sizing or anything. I just need to get it in the right area. Put it there. Let's turn this off for now. So people want the water to be transparent, and I don't actually want it to be. I don't know, I just don't like it that way, I guess. So this needs to be how much lower? Holy shit, this is some wavy ass water. Okay, we need to lower it down to -7.4 it seems. And then it doesn't ripple through here, right? Okay, good. -7.4. We'll do -7. Yeah, fuck it. -7.4. So this is the other option. I'll show you in a second once I load up the right scene. And I let this go. Then I wait a couple seconds. And then I press play. Ah, it did go through the ground. But this, I would just have to lower the ground there so I can lower the water. And make it less ripply. No, I actually like the first option better, to be honest. Okay, we'll go back to the first option. I'm gonna test something too. Whip. Okay. What am I seeing? Oh, it's the blue house. Where's my water? Ah, it's very low. I really prefer this one. But I do want to test something now. If I go back in my water ripple script and I turn off this coast, okay, then we press play. Actually, I also might as well just move it in place, right? Can I just hit the grab button? I guess not. Alright, let's snap it in place then. here, and then we'll lower it down to a good height. About there. It's probably a tad too tall. I don't know. It's like that texture is just missing a bunch of detail here. But that's the part where it has the most detail. So it's kind of funny how that's working. You basically want it to have even less resolution than I gave it. Right? So like look, this part here, it's like flat compared to this. Here it's not so flat. If I decimate this again. No, I'm not going to decimate, I'm just going to alt them myself. Yeah, I'll have to remove doubles afterwards, that's all. What happens when you eat the magic fish? Magic water, yeah. Oh, that's great. I don't know, maybe I'll make it transparent. Probably not, though, because then, like, if you run into a random creature, you'd have to have already seen it in the water, so I don't know. We'll see. I can always change it, right? It's the beauty of game dev. Ugh, I should just decimate this again. Goddamn. I broke it. There we go. That's what I want. Right? Okay, so save this. Go back in here. Unpause this. We're going to replace this water with the better one. Whoops. I didn't press play again. Damn. Okay. So, in our imports, we have this water piece. I'm going to put it in here. Okay, continue. Delete this. Alright, now this is going to have a 0 rotation. 0, 0, 0. Now, I need to, I have this no shaded vertex script. So I hit process, and it creates one for me. I don't like how it's called plain 03 though, so I'm gonna rename this first. Water starting town process. There we go. Now we can get rid of these other two. That'll make this disappear, but it's still there technically. It's just empty. So we're gonna copy component. Paste component values. I think they're right though. No, they're different. Okay. We're gonna delete this component. No, copy this. Can I not copy? Copy component. Click paste component values. Wait, this is the one I wanted. Shit. Paste component values. Paste component values. Okay, so we can move these two starting waters. We got this one. I'll put up here. Then we need to give it the water texture. Or the material, I mean. Like so. And that should work now beautifully. Save. Scenes. Game scene. The magic world of RPG. Alright, I'm gonna read these conversations because I stopped it a while. I see first option, okay. Transparent add fish, fish at the same time. Maybe on the part of the lake you could do a waterfall. I could do waterfalls. What happens when you eat magic fish? They give you non-permanent boost. This is very entertaining. That's interesting. My stream like jumps in and out. Like at 7:08 I wasn't streaming. At 7:08 again says I wasn't. 7:16 it said my video output was bad. There was no data for a bit at 7:16. So my stream actually does drop every now and then. But I haven't noticed it. There we go. How beautiful is this? Okay, so the secret was to use that script and then also have the mesh being irregular. That's the answer. You should put in add quiet a time you didn't. You should put an ad. Oh, okay. I will play an ad actually. Thank you for reminding me. That is very helpful. Okay, so we need to change the skybox, and I know of some free skyboxes. So let's just check those out real quick for the time being. Where is it? Is it Unity Services? Nope, not what I wanted. Window. Asset store. You know what? I'm actually going to search for it on here. It's probably easier. Unity asset store skyboxes. No, I need like a cartoony one. Let's type in skybox. Free only. Popularity. Fantasy skybox. Ooh, what's this? This also changed the look of the game. Well, I don't want any of those. Okay, it's not a skybox though. Straight up copy from Sonic. Okay, I'll type in tune. There it is. This is the one I was thinking of. Right, so skybox is literally just like this. Or like this, right? What's HDRVs? What does that mean? So this is called Farland Skies. Oh, there's a bunch of them, eh? What's the difference between this and that one? Oh, one costs money. I see. Oh, yeah. This is true. High definition usually does look really good. I'm going to try a cartoony look, see how I feel about this. I don't really care for the demo. Ground. Yeah, none of that. Just give me the skyboxes. Import. You should join PewDiePie's shoutout competition. Caleb, what is PewDiePie's shoutout competition? Because I've never heard of that. Ever. I should cancel this. Exit this. Exit this. Okay. Where do they get saved to? Oh, right there. Farland Skies, skyboxes. Now, I don't know if that makes, if this will just work. Well, let's try it. Okay, so it gave everything in my game a very strong blue feel. Very strong. That's a problem. Oh, it's because the ambient source is coming from there. And because it's blue, we're getting a very strong blue. An overwhelming blue. But if I change this to gradient, set the sky color to like there, the ground color to be, no, the ground color should be cool. The sky color should be warm. We can sort of like counteract it, right? Now it's just a weird glow, eh? Is that because of my straight up bloom? Like, is that all that's causing my problem? The blue makes it glow a lot. I need to bring the intensity down, the blur size down, threshold up, I think. Instead of going from a gradient, if I just went from a color and I set it to just a dim white, like that could work better, right? But now look at how blue the sky is. That's terrible. I need like a white skybox or something. What other ones does he have? Now it's all dark blue. Now it's the same dark blue. It's still blue. Problem is I got used to the default skybox, I guess. Where is it now? A, B, C. There is no default here. Did I just get rid of my oh, it's down here, default skybox. Right, but now I've changed all my colors so much. Maybe that's why it didn't change. Let's go to like sunset for a second. Yeah, see, it would make it look very different, eh? Interesting. And then midnight. I guess I have to like build it like that, eh? Interesting. I don't like that. So this will continue, like I said. There's gonna be other stuff there that you can't reach right now because you can't swim. So it won't like cut off like this, but I'm gonna try to actually, where's my skybox here? Default skybox. I'm gonna delete this Farland Skies. Where's default skybox here, usually? Whatever, I'll just make a new one. Create a skybox. Is it not an option? It's a material. And then procedural. Okay. I can't actually lower. I don't like how this has a ground. Like, who thought that was a good idea, game? Whoever would want that BC. Hello, Jason. Just don't use the light box as your source. Okay. I don't think I'm undoing anything right now. And I think you'll be the next draw with Jazz. Caleb, I'm still not sure what you mean though. I can check his channel. PewDiePie. PewDiePie. That's his image. That's his image. That's amazing. It's in his newest video. I don't see it. There's nothing in that description. Maybe there's in one before that. To delete a Pepsi ad? Like, no, I don't know. Skyboxes can be multiple things now. They've actually opened up support for like cube maps and a whole bunch of things. I mean, it'd be awesome if PewDiePie gave me a shout out. I don't know how many of his watchers are into game dev, but you know, it could help. Well, it can't hurt. It definitely would help. It would help a lot. Okay, scenes. I guess I'll just leave it as the default skybox. Because, okay, it's going to load 2 of us right now, but that's alright. Oh, it's going to load 2 whip scenes. So I'm literally running over top of the same things. That's what I'm doing. Okay, let's let this bake out because I keep forgetting. One in 300 people are subscribed. Oh my god, game, what are you doing to me? Is it because this is here? Remove scene. Okay, let's wait. Let's save. Let's look at our lighting. That's why. Default skybox. Sun. Good. Let's wait. Still waiting. Press play. There we go. Like, I don't actually mind that color up there. So I think I'll just leave the default skybox. The thing is, I can never then have a scene that just ends like this water unless it's higher than the skybox's ground. If that makes any sense. Like what I'm saying is I can go into whip scene, save, take everything, and pull it all way high up here, and then you won't see that, right? You don't need it. Some of your videos come up just searching for Blender stuff. No, it's true, but at the same time, I've only ever had like 500,000 views my entire life, right? So that's not that many people have actually seen it. Kiro Takashi. Search for him and find all of the free everything. Well, no, because if you're standing higher up, and you, unless you get close to the edge and are able to look down, you wouldn't see it. This guy, who's this guy? Wow, there's some nice stuff. But yeah, I'm just gonna use the default skybox for now. I'm not too concerned. Is Pig Art still around? Pig Art. I think he streams on Twitch. 6 days ago, yes, he just posted a video 6 days ago. Okay, so these boundaries, we're not going to keep them. That's what we need to remove them with. And I think, what was the vote on these trees too? Should I remove them? Do we care if they're those trees or these trees? Like here, I'm going to try something. let's turn off this tree holder for now. Okay. And let's replace them with these pine trees. And just get a feel for the game, like this. He's a traitor if he doesn't need Lil Polly anymore. Lil Polly is life. Come on now. Alright, let's duplicate these a bunch of times. Falling leaf would be damn hot. Yeah, I'll definitely have it so I animate that leaves are falling from the sky. That's like all the particles and stuff later on. It's not really the important part yet, right? What I need to focus on is stuff like combat, inventory, dialogue, such. Okay, I'm not even going to spend too much time on this, but I will save it. Good game scene. Like, I know there's not many trees, but should I switch it to these kind of trees? I would put more of them for sure, but... I don't know. I can't really decide which one I like better. Because the Unity trees, they move nicely in the wind, and you can increase the wind easily. I just don't like how they're not flat shaded. I mean, I suppose... No, I can't do that flat shading on them either. If I did try to flat shade one of these trees, fuck, there's a lot of them, eh? Jesus. Okay, if I took one of these trees real quick, and I hit process, what gets made? What in the hell happened there? Not what I want at all. Cancel. We don't want to delete that. We do want to delete this though. Yeah, cool. If you can come up with an animated tree and grass shader, I would be down for that. If you can help me out with one, I should say. I wouldn't be against it. Hello, Caleb. How are you doing today? Okay, so the next scene is this. And basically I want it so once you run over here, and you're around whatever boundary this is, we're going to have it so it deloads. So, do I have my scene loader as a prefab? Is that blue? I can't even tell. No, it's not. Okay. Prefabs. Create. Folder. Actually, I don't need folder for this just yet. Let's just drag this in. Save. Oh, okay. Hello again, Caleb, then. Yeah, I don't know. What do I have to do exactly? Try to get PewDiePie to give me a shout out? I just pressed the play ad button. Sorry for those who are getting it. Okay. I need to open up the right scene. So first game scene, and then Route 01. Good. And basically, where's our prefab? When you hit here, I want to deload whip. And we're going to load actually we need a second loader here. if you hit this, then I want you to load route. The station. I'll call it the station. That's going to be a very flat area with a train station, basically, over there. I need to be able to load multiple things. I didn't think this through. I did not think this through at all. I mean, I guess I could just have a couple scene load triggers, like here and here, and just put them all in a thing, but load the meadow. Something like that. I mean, I guess I could. Let's do it. Okay, create an empty. Oh, it's not even the right spot. Create an empty. Goddamn. Holder underscore scene trigger. And I'll call this unload. Load station. I don't really have anything called the meadow, so I'll just delete it for now, or the station. But this will unload the whip, which is what I need. So we can save, and we can remove the scene, and press play. And after this, we're going to think about naming this first town, because I'm going to end my stream after we name it. I'm basically making a game similar to Pokemon. Now let's see if this worked. If you look at the left, it still says whip. It still says whip. And it no longer says whip. Which means if I go here, it's now just this with our player. So that whole scene has been removed. Now, I didn't actually add the ability to reload it. So I'm going to need that. That was silly of me. Scenes? We'll move the meadow one. I guess I have to be over here. I don't know. Oh no, because we need... load whip. I don't know if this is working how I want it to. Because this is loading those. But we need to also unload them. Right? If we're coming in from this way. So we just need like multiple like unload station, load station. And have this one before it. Where we literally say unload station. And then the same with unload meadow. It seems a little bit silly, but it's not that bad. Okay, we can copy this, and we can say sort of like it's going to be a lot more advanced than a Pokemon game. The combat's going to be quite different. So we have load whip here. Which is basically saying no, we need work in progress to be over here, right? So you load whip and you unload it like that. So when you come back around the bend, it reloads it, right? Then in game or in whip scene, we need to create an empty holder. Scene triggers. These are so big. This needs to be 1, 1, 1. I mean, I guess I don't have to worry about this unloading it or loading it. And that needs to be fixed. Yeah, we'll leave this one. Yeah, Jason, that's what I'm thinking of doing. Just making a list. Um, Mainly because I don't need a bazillion things. But let's just see if this works how it is. So... Whip is gone. And whip is back. But this boundary piece needs to be part of this so you don't see it, but it's basically what's happening. Oh look, I broke it. I managed to get back here without leaving that trigger. We're gonna have to make the triggers flat lines also instead of circles. Okay, so we have to change our trigger zones, but screw it, we're gonna name the town now. So let's all come up with some ridiculous names, shall we? For this town. I mean, I guess I can run around it for now. Would it be easier to load all adjacent scenes like how Minecraft loads chunks? Basically that's what's gonna happen. But like, how would I know that there's adjacent scenes, right? So what I'm just gonna do is make a list of the scenes that it loads when you enter that scene. When you exit that scene, there'll be a list of things that unloads, but like, it's all dependent on which scene you just walked into next, so. So then I have to base it on the player's location. I suppose I could, but I don't know. I think my system's easy. I just need to make it an array. Or a list, I should say. Call it log in. Neatbury. That's great. Actually, you know what? I think I will call it Neatbury. Yeah. Well, because he donated also to help me out. So that's really nice of him. I know it wasn't much, but he's donated multiple times now. I found a script online and I tweaked it a little bit. Actually, I think I ended up going back to the original tweaking. Eldenwood, Smurf Village. I like Eldenwood too, that's a good name. I could name something Eldenwood. Maybe like a type of tree. I definitely am going to remove these trees though. What I'm going to do, get rid of these trees, make my own, and I'm going to put a script on them that just makes them shake a little bit. I'm not going to rig them. They don't need to be skinned. I mean, they don't even need to move, to be real. I'm not even going to make them move. It's nice for the shadows, though. But if you do, I'm using it in my game. Surprise, we should both use it. I am tempted, though, to call it Neatburg. But it almost doesn't sound like a starting town. But I think what I will do is that I'll name stuff after donators as well. But for now, I think I might call this starting town Eldenwood. That was a really good name. Yeah, I really need a jump animation too. It's really bothering me that when I jump she doesn't. It has a little bobble. Eldenwood. I like Eldenwood a lot. Yes, that's what I was thinking, Yuckwa. Just making it so it's not rigged, but it'll still move through a script. And by doing that, yeah, I would just have the leaves all being separate. But that making them separate meshes, that really adds a lot to the overhead. Hello, Final. I don't know if I'd want to come my projects. I don't really know how well I'd be working with other people and how well people are to work with. But I wouldn't mind seeing what you have, just for no reason whatsoever. So I have this, and I'm gonna say, like, you're in Eldenwood. I don't know. When you leave buildings, the town you're in will appear in the top right, saying like Eldenwood, and it'll disappear for a few seconds. Because I really like Eldenwood, I think we're gonna have to go with that one. I don't know, I don't want static trees. Wonder if I can do shaders with those trees. I can use some of your old poly models. I want to, I just can't access them right now. They're on a portable hard drive that I can't get on. There's only a few that I have access to, like the sheep and stuff like that. And the cow. I mean, I could make the first creature a sheep. That could be like the first thing you run into. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna end my stream here. We didn't accomplish much. We basically just got water in here, which is really beneficial. We figured out that our scene loader needs to be fixed, and we need to probably change how the trees are done. But these are all kind of like the decisions that base on how you want the game to work. Once those are like hammered out, you can like just hammer through the rest of it easily. The water's so nice. I love it. I'm gonna stand in for a second. I thought there was more room and I could actually walk around in it, but there isn't. So, yeah, make sure you guys follow me over on Twitter though, because that's where you guys can get updates on what I'm doing. Yeah. Take care, everybody. What was this script search? I typed in... Here, I can just show you the script. Take a screenshot, okay? Scripts. Water ripples. There you go. Screen grab that. Yeah, so take care everybody. I'm assuming you guys had enough time to screen grab that.